and nothing could beat it. So she's about to burst. If I don't pick this book, my boyfriend's literally gonna fall out with me. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. It is the end of January and you guys know what that means. It's time to pick my February TBR, and I'm going to be picking my February TBR with my very trusty TBR jar. Now this has had a complete refresh. I have taken out all of my old prompts, new ones in. She's about to burst, but I'm so ready for it. I am a mood reader to my core, so fingers crossed I can stick to the books that I put on my TBR for this month. I think I'm only going to pick 4, maybe 5 books depending on the size of the books, because I have a very exciting arc coming this month, and that is True for the Light by Laura Carter. I am planning on devouring that. Last time I read a Laura book, I think it put me in a slump because it was so good. It was so good and nothing could beat it. So with that as a warning to myself, I am going to pick 4, maybe 5 prompts, and we're gonna read the hell out of this, hopefully. So let's go ahead and pick our first prompt. She is absolutely bursting. I'm gonna go with this one. The camera eats first, guys, so you guys can have a little look first. Standalone. That's a tricky one, because that could be like an interconnected standalone or a standalone. I don't think I have like a standalone. Right, I'm gonna have a little look on my TBR, on my bookshelf as well. I'm just trying to think, can I have like interconnected standalones? That might be easier, but I don't know if that means like standalone is like it's just that book. Okay, let me have a little look. Oh, I'm really struggling because everything that's a standalone I don't fancy. Oh, okay, T. I could pick a thriller because a thriller is a standalone, isn't it? Which means I will go straight to my Frida shelf. Okay, so I have 4 picks that are standalone as far as I am aware. The first one is One by One by Frida McFadden. This is a cutesy little 230 page read. 230? It's small. It's a very short book. Okay, it's 250. I could read this in a weekend. Do you know what I mean? Like this is she's short. And my friend Amelia loves all the Frida McFadden books, and she said this is a really good one. So she's a contender. We also have by Frida McFadden, The Boyfriend. I have a number of Frida McFadden books on my bookshelf that I just haven't got around to read, and I got them all on like the kind of like free for like, what is it now, like £7.50 offer. This is one that like has drawn me in because it might not be anything like The Teacher, but I adored the Teacher, and I thought it was just so fun. So Sydney Shaw, like every single woman in New York, has terrible luck with dating. She's seen it all. Men who lie in their dating profile, men who stick her with the dinner bell, and worst of all, men who can't shut up about their mothers. Don't we know it, girly? But finally she's hit the jackpot. Her new boyfriend is utterly perfect. He's charming, handsome, and works as a doctor at a local hospital. Sydney is swept off her feet. Then the brutal murder of a young woman, the latest in a string of deaths across the coast, confounds police. The primary suspect, a mystery man who dates his victims before he kills them. Ooh. This is giving like You vibes. Oh, okay. That's an option. We then have The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I don't know why I haven't read this book or the rest of the books in this, like, not a series, but like this kind of vibe, the magical realism vibe. I pretty much have them all here. I haven't had the urge to really pick them up. And I know when I read them, I love them. And they're so well-loved books. I'm just not wanting to read this right now. And finally, I picked up William Prey. I think this is a standalone. I don't know much about this author. This is the first book I've ever seen by her, so I'm not 100% sure. I just thought it looked like a fun, like, dark romance. So I'm not sure this is going to be in a series. As far as I was concerned, it's a standalone. So I think, truly, it's between these three. And this would be so easy just to pick up. I think it's between these two. Let's be real. It's between these two because they're both going to be fast and easy. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this. Right, this is my thought process. I will pick this. I probably will be able to read this in the month of Feb. If I am vibing with another thriller, then I will come and pick this up. But for my standalone prompt, I'm going to pick One by One by Freida McFadden. Next pick. Right, second prompt, guys. Let's go. Gonna try and get one a bit in the bottom, not try and throw them all over the floor. Okay, let's go. Green Book. Oh my god. If I don't pick this book, my boyfriend's literally gonna fall out with me because he told me I need to read this book this month. Just one moment, guys, one moment. If you guys have watched my 26 for 2026, you probably will know exactly what book this is. And you'll also know that I have been putting it off like no other. Fallen Stars by Imani Herrero. I know this has a lot of gold in it. Okay, I know that. But to me, this is green. Like, this is green, right? I'm scared. I really want to read this, but I'm so scared. But I don't think... I mean, I have this as well. I have One Dark Window. The rest of my green books I've either read or they're like seconds in the series. So like Slapshots for Dove is second. I'm just looking. I don't think I've got any other green that's like first, other than maybe like Metal Slinger, but I think Metal Slinger is more blue than it is green. It's literally between these two. I think I'm gonna have to pick Fallen Stars. If I don't, I probably will be shunned from my household. So I think my second pick for February is Fallen Stars by Imani Herrero. Pick number 4. Let's go with this one here. Oh, drop him on. Okay. Okay. Over 400 pages. Oh, okay. So this one, I'm taking this as like mood read queen, but it has to be over 400 pages. I just finished God of Pain by Rena Kent literally last night, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm dying to get the rest of the series. And I'm just thinking, I don't have that on my physical TBR, but it's continuing a series, so is that justifiable? Is that a pick? Let me look on my Kindle to see how many pages that has on Kindle, because obviously I'll have more probably as a physical book as well. I also want to see how many pages Corrupt has by Penelope Douglas, and as well maybe Beautiful Venom by Rena Kent, because this is on my, again, this is on my 26 to 26. Yeah, so this is over 400 pages, so that's maybe the Kindle. Oh, the Kindle, yeah, okay. The Kindle for God of Wrath is 590 pages long. Let's have a little look as well for Corrupt. Oh, when is The Poisoner coming out? Don't, because if that comes out in Feb. So Corrupt has 518 pages. So technically both of them, Corrupt and God of Wrath, and also Beautiful Venom, Or I could be really naughty and just put Truth of the Light. Do I? Because then I feel like if I put Truth of the Light, that's... Oh, I'm so naughty. I'm so naughty. Do I? Laura Carter writes big books. Like, they're huge. So I feel like I could put Truth of the Light. Okay, do you know what? Forget this. I'm just going to lock in Truth of the Light because you guys know I'm going to read that book as soon as I get my hands on it. So the third pick is Truth of the Light by Laura Carter. I don't have it physically with me, but a little birdie told me it might be coming in the next week or so. So I'm very excited. Okay, our potential fourth pick. I feel like I do have two really big books and then one little book. So we will see. This is a tentative number 4. Maybe we'll do 5. We'll see. Okay. Is that right around? Yeah. Book you softy and aft. Oh, okay. Some books, I don't know, I just get like an inkling to just pick them up and read a couple of pages and then stop. Not because they're bad, just because I'm not in the mood. So like, I just finished Deep End by Ali Hazelwood, which I didn't think I was an Ali Hazelwood girly, but that book was something else. I loved it so much. I just softy and effed Fragile Sanctuary by Catherine Cowles. I don't want to pick that up. That's a big fat no for me right now. I'm going to look on my Kindle to see what I've DNF'd, like soft DNF'd. I have a couple in my mind that I know I have as well. So like Twin Crowns, for example, I really like that, but I just wasn't in the mood for it, so I soft DNF'd it. Oh, Corrupt is one that I've done. I've read a couple of pages of that and then soft DNF'd it before. Oh, that could be my sign. Do you know what I mean? That could be my sign. Right, let me have a little look and then we'll yeah. So I've actually soft DNF'd quite a few books. Not because they're bad. I just want to preface that by saying like a soft DNF for me is I'm putting it down because in that moment it's just not what I'm wanting. It's not a bad book. I'm just not vibing with it, and if I go any further then it will be a complete DNF, and that's not a representation of the book itself. It's me. It's a me thing. It's a me thing. It's me problem. So the first one is Spiral. I picked this up not so long ago, maybe in December or maybe the start of January, I'm not sure. And read a couple of chapters because I wasn't sure what I was vibing with, and it was very like cutesy and fluffy. I think that's the best way to kind of explain the books in the series. They're nothing amazing, but if you just want kind of like a simple, fun little ice hockey romance, then this is your vibe. King of Pride by Anna Huang. I picked this up on like mine and Luke's like our little Christmas. So we did a little Christmas ourselves, and he got me this as a present. And I read like the first few, like I think maybe like a few chapters, maybe like 4 or 5 chapters, and then I put it down because I was reading something else. This would be a continuation of, well, both of these would be a continuation of a series for me. Finishing off a series would mean me picking up Wild and Wrangled. This is another one that my boyfriend is like, why have you not read this yet? Why have you not picked this book up? Like, this is like the last step to finishing the series, right? That's kind of the reason why I'm not wanting to pick it up, because I think I've said this before, but basically I don't want to say goodbye to these characters. I do not. So yeah, but it's second chance romance, and I love a second chance romance, so maybe this one. This is one that I picked up and I'd heard really good things about this series. Really, really good things. So YA romantasy about 2 sisters that are like separated. One's your quote unquote villain, she's like a witch, and then the other's a princess, and I was like, oh, that premise sounds so fun, just like as a fun YA romantasy. And I picked it up and I got to page 50 and I just wasn't loving it, because not because of the book was fine, the writing's beautiful, just wasn't vibing with it. But in theory, this is the type of fantasy that I know and love. So yeah, this is kind of like calling my name, but I do have a lot of fantasy on my list. The last two that I've got here physically are also fantasies, the first being A House of Bane and Blood. So I picked this up and I read the prologue, and then I think I read it up to the main characters meeting each other. I feel like this would be such a fun fantasy to read. I think it's a duology, I think, or a duet. And it's Peaky Blinders inspired. It's steampunk, 1920s, enemies to lovers, arranged marriage, found family, touch her and you die. Like, it's ticking a lot of boxes for me. But going back to that point, that I do have a lot, well, I have 2 fantasies already on my TBR. So and then the last one is Diabound. This is another one that I'm really scared to pick up because it's so unbelievably well loved in the BookTok community and in my kind of like circle as well, like the girlies that I like talk to and watch. It's so well appreciated. And I read a little bit of it. First of all, it's difficult for me to read a hardback. I'm not a hardback girly, I won't lie to you. But I really wanted to be like addicted to this. Like, I wanted to pick it up and be like, there's no stopping me. Like, I don't care how many pages this is, I will devour the entire thing. So it's nearly like 600 pages long. Oh wait, is that like a guide? Oh wait, maybe it's not. Wait, what? Is that like that is like a dictionary in the back? Like, it's got like how you pronounce stuff, but like the packs and then what they all mean, and then glossary terms, a character guide, and there's a bonus chapter. Oh my goodness. Okay, I didn't even realize that. I just basically bought this for the sprayed edges, I won't lie, I'll be completely honest. And also, yeah, if it's got pretty foiling, reverse stuff jacket, sprayed edges, and I think it's signed. Is it signed? I'll buy it. I've already pre-ordered the second one because I cannot not have matching sprayed edges. But yes, so this is, I actually do fancy this, but the only thing is it's quite big. It's another fantasy. In terms of ones that are on my Kindle, I do have Corrupt. I do have The Poisoner because I read a sample of that. I think it's between Diabound and Corrupt, and I think I'm gonna pick Corrupt just so I have some wiggle room and some mood reading ability, because I don't want to be like, oh, I'm reading so much fantasy. So for my 4th pick, I'm gonna go ahead and pick Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. So I'm going to now go over the 4 books I did pick for my February TBR. The first being One by One, which we got for the standalone prompt. If I do get time, I am going to try and also read The Boyfriend by Freida McFadden as kind of like an honourable mention, because I did read the blurb for that and it sounded really fun. This one kind of follows like a group of friends. I think they're on like a trip somewhere, and then hence the name One by One, they get picked off. So a cutesy 250 page read. So yes, this will be very doable. Then for the prompt green book, we picked Fallen Stars by Imani Areru. This one, oh, I can't believe I'm doing it. I can't believe I picked it. I've put it out in the universe now, so if I don't read this, you can shout at me and hate on me in the comments. But yes, this is my second pick. Then for our first prompt, we got over 400 pages, which I will be picking Truth of the Light by Laura Carter, which is a very anticipated read for me, and I can't see how I'm not going to want to put everything else down to pick this up. So naturally it has to go on the TBR. And then our final book is a book that you soft DNF'd, and that is Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. Anyway, that brings me to the end of the video. Thank you so much for spending some time with me and helping me pick my February TBR. Let me know what's in your TBR in the comments, and I will see you all next time. Bye.